guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a multi-select upload in AppSheet. As you know, still there is no features in that in AppSheet. However, we can do similar by using a Google form. So let's get started. Let's go to our Google Drive and create a Google form, a blank form, which is we're gonna integrate this in AppSheet or link this in AppSheet later on. All right, so let's rename this. Let's say Fleet Photos. Then we can add our first questionnaire here, which is a short answer type. I will title this as link ID and add the second one, which is a file upload. Continue. This will create a folder inside our Google Drive. I can name this photo. And then allow only specific file types. Since I'm only allowing images, so I will just check the image. Maximum number of files will be 10. You can modify the maximum file size also. Let's say 100 MB. Alright, then let's go to the settings, and in the presentation, make sure you disable this submit link, show link to submit. We wanted the user just to submit a form inside the AppSheet only. Then I would like to have a confirmation message. Once the user submitted the form, there will be a confirmation. So I will just say success. Click the link to go back to AppSheet. Alright, I have already my sample application. Once they submitted the form, I would like them to go back in this particular view in the app. So going back here, go to the behavior section and just copy this URL and paste. And don't forget to save. Alright, and as well, I would like whenever there is a response or they are uploading a photo, I would like the link ID to be autofill. So to autofill, which is the value from the AppSheet. So here, for example, in this, I would like this ID to be dynamically, or it will be autofill here. So to go back here, there's a three dots here. Get a pre-filled link. Just put whatever you like that. Get link, copy the link, and you can close this. Go back to AppSheet, create an action upload. By doing that, you can select go to a website and then paste the link that you have copied from the Google form and modify the link by having a quotation mark here. Then use and then since you need to autofill the ID, use the ID, and that's it, and save. Now let's test if the Google Forms autofill. Okay, so here we have the Toyota Corolla. The ID is 002. Once I click this, it's 002. Let's try another rows. Let's say 003, the Yaris. It's autofill. Okay, now let's go back to our Google Forms and make sure you link this by going to response, link to sheets. So we need to link this in our app sheet. So in our database, which is this, select, look for your database, and here we go. It's added here, and then you can rename this. Let's say Fleet Photos. All right, and also since in AppSheet it requires an ID because later on we can upload this table, I'm going to add one column here. The column name will be ID. Okay. So let's try to upload and see how it's saved. So this is for Toyota Yaris. Let's try if we can multiple upload. Okay, so here we go. I can multi-select and submit. Once the form submitted, it gives me a confirmation here. Once I click this link, it goes to my AppSheet app. All right. Now let's see how this saves in our database. So the way it saves in the database, as you can see here, it's actually saved in one row. So what I want is, let's say I added 3 photos. I would like to save this in database as 3 rows as well. As you can see here, the URL is separated by comma. And also I would like to update the ID, a unique ID accordingly. And the link ID, it will be the same for the 3 photos or 5 photos accordingly. So to do that, we have to make an app script. Let's delete this and let's go back to the drive and see. Okay, so it creates a file here. I would like to delete these photos and here. All right. To do an app script, you click the extension and click app script. And you can name this project. Let's say my project name is multi upload, for example. And then I have already a prepared script. The prepared script is shared in my description of this video. You can just copy and modify it accordingly. All right, so let me explain about this script. First, what this script do is, once I added uh, files or photos in the form, which is, let's say, 3 photos, it will create one single line, and then the script will break that into 3 rows. For example, it has 3 URLs. It breaks, then it updates the ID, a unique ID, and those 3 images will have the same link ID, which is later on we can use in AppSheet to link the photo. And then once it successfully update, it deletes the row which is a single row. Okay, so it will end up only having 3 rows added. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So going back to the script here, the only thing that you need to change here is this one, the var sheet. What will be the name of your table? So in this example, it's a fleet photos. And if you have different name in the here, so you can also update this. As you can see here, timestamp link ID photo. Okay, and then what this script will do, once it split the URL here, it converts the URL into Google Drive.com thumbnail. So UC export is not working anymore since my goal is to display the images inside the app sheet. So I would like to update that URL into a thumbnail type. and it updates the ID into a random ID as well. Okay, so let's save this, and then let's create a trigger. For the trigger, make sure that you select down here the on form submit and save, and allow access as well. It may take some few seconds. So it's you try again, advance, and go to multi-upload and save, and just allow access, and once it's done, we are good to go. All right, so our trigger is added. Now let's try to run the script if there's any error. Okay, let's try to run. Okay, so as per the execution log, uh, it has no error, so meaning the script is working well. So now let's try to test it in the actual. Now I'm going to add a photos of Corolla. Let's say I'm going to add um, Corolla. Let's say 3 images. Okay, and submit. Once it's submitted, I can click the link and go back to the app. This will refresh the app. And going back here in the database, it saves like this. As you can see, there are 3 photos here. You can just realign this accordingly. Okay. All right. As you can see, the link ID, they are all the same. Let's try to add another car, which is, let's say, what we have here is the 002. It's a Corolla. Let's add Toyota Yaris, for example. So the ID is 003, and let's upload Yaris. Let's type 3 here. Open and submit. Let's see how the data is saved inside the drive. As you can see, it has now 6 images. Let's try to upload only one. Let's say for the Land Cruiser, I'm going just to add one file and submit. All right, so here we go. So we have added. So now we can use this table to link inside the app sheet. So let's go back to the app sheet and add a table, Google Sheets, and data. Okay, this is my database, and add the fleet photo. So you can say you cannot add, of course. You cannot update. You can delete only. Then modify the table, and here the ID. There's no need for formula because this is auto-generated, and the photo will be the label. So the photo, keep it as an image, and link ID, keep this as a reference, and it refers to the fleet is part of this. because we want, if the fleet is deleted, we want it also to delete the rows in this particular table. All right. Going back to the fleet, you will have a virtual column here wherein you can add it here and fleet photos. All right. So now let's just modify the view. So to modify the view, you can just click this in lines. Let's say you're gonna sort it by row number, and of course do not show the action. Just goes like that. Let's say none. Timestamp, for example. Okay. So fleet photos, let's just disable the seconds. Okay. Okay, let's open in the big screen and see how it look like. All right, so for Corolla, we have here. So we have the related photos here. Okay, so you can add more if you like. Say here, it's a repeating image. It was 3 photos here, and where's the form? Submitted the form, and going back to Corolla, now it has 4 photos here, as you can see. All right, so I hope you learned something in this video. So if you learned something in this video, don't forget to subscribe or comments if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time in my next video.